Hello guys, welcome to my channel Go with Patrick. So guys, in today's video, we are going to see the functionality of a website which we have created. So this website is based on a school management system to save a student information. Suppose a student is registering in the school website, so how that data is going saving in a database, and how a teachers can see the data inside a website. So that all thing we are going to see inside this website. So let's see how that function is website is working, whether properly or not. So let's see. So this is our website. So you can see here, this is the home page of our website. When you come here, so you can see a kind of welcome champions warm regarding a kind of greetings we have given here, and there's a different images. And you can see here in the downwards we have used a marquee tag to for moving this text here. So you can see here, and we have different pages also here. When you go to admission, you can see the admission details and all. So this is our admission page, and you can see here are the different links you can see here for FYGC level admission. And here also you can see that how the notice and all are moving here. So this is our admission page. And let's go to our about page. So this is our about page which contain history of our school. So our school name is PWS, that is People's Welfare Society. So these are all the teachers of that school. So you can see here I have displayed some images of them. And when you go to the login page, you can see here. So here I given a kind of background images, and you can see you can log in into the school website also. If you're not logged in already, you can register also. When you click on this register button, you can submit your data, you can get registered here. So suppose assume that if the user is directly submitting the form without inserting any data, so you can see here the input field have been got read here. So that means the student or the user have to compulsory to fill the data here. So suppose let's assume that we are giving our channel name also, that is Patrick's here. Patrick's, okay, or Patrick's, let's give it as code. And when we press enter, now also it is not submitted because we have to enter the further details also, and it have been accepted this Patrick's and code because we have entered a valid input here. So assume that we have to give a Gmail also here. So let's code @gmail.com. So this is the Gmail. And when I press enter, so you can see this also have been accepted. And in the gender, assume that user is entering in the gender field. You have to always enter a kind of text here. So then also suppose assume that if the user is entering kind of number and he is filling the further details and all. So let's fill out the date here, and let's select the standard. So assume that is eighth standard. And in the teacher name we are giving as Venkat, and student password is suppose code 123. Let's assume that we have to get added as an active or inactive student. Active means you are a present student in the school, or inactive means you are a kind of ex student in the school. So if you are checking this, that means you are an active student. If you are not checking it, that means you are an inactive student. So let's save it as an active students now. So now when I try to submit this data, so you can see here everything have been proper here, but you can see here in the gender field it is showing an error. So let's give it a proper name here. So when I submit here, so you can see here, okay, it is showing that successfully added here. And now assume that we want to log in with that email ID and password. So we are given code @gmail.com. So this was the our Gmail ID which I used to register, and we have given password as code 123. So when I say login, so you can say it have been logged in and it has given our dashboard. So when you get login, you will be able to see this dashboard pages which can containing different buttons and all, which can do different activities here. So you can see here, you can log out also. When you click on the logout, you will come back to this logout page, and again we can get login also. So let's put that Gmail ID code, and so let's go 1 2 3. So this was the password. So you can see here. So assume that if you are entering a kind of wrong password something, so it will show you that also. Okay, if you're entering wrong password, then it will tell you that it is a wrong password. So for this email ID, we do not have set this password. So when I try to log in with this password, so it will say that please try again, invalid username or password. So it will doing this kind of validations also. So now let's enter the right data here, Gmail ID and password. So this is not our password. Our password is code 1 2 3. So when I log in here, so you can see here, we are able to see our data, which were registered here by Patrick's. Last name was code and mail ID was code, mail 2023, a standard 8, teacher is Winker. So assume that if you want to change your password, okay, in the front of user details, you are able to see the different options, edit, delete, and view. So when I click on the edit button, so what happens? So we are changing this Patrick's data. So when I click on the edit, you can see here, I will get a kind of edit page, whatever edit I can do here. So if you do not want the name, if you want to change your, suppose you want to change your teacher's name, so your teacher have been changed, right? So you want to change your teacher, so let's give teacher as Swami. Okay, so let's give, and when I click on the update here, our data have been updated, and you can see here in the teacher field, it have been got reflected here. So you can see the Patrick's teacher have been changed into Swami. So when I click on the delete, assume that what this delete function will does. This delete will not delete the data from the entire database. So this all data, whatever we are displaying here, so these are the data which are actually coming from our database. So whenever we register or whenever we add a student here, so this data is going and saving into our database, and that all data we are displaying into our HTML page. So whenever doing a kind of changes here, that all changes will be get updated and it will be get saved into our table. So assume that you are the student who is known as a Patrick's. Okay, so assume that you are leaving the school, so you are becoming an inactive student. So assume that if when I delete your data, your active status will be become inactive because you are becoming a ex-student because you are not studying in the student now. So when I delete your data, so you can see a deleting here. So you can see here your data have been gone. But now when I'm going and searching your data, our name was Patrick's. So when you're searching by our name Patrick's, so you can see here we are getting our data and our status have become inactive. So you can see here and we can view our data also. So you can see here we can see our data also. In this view function, we cannot do any kind of changes. We can only see our data, how our data looks, what all informations out there. However, this search works. So when I click on this search, you can search by anything related to the user's information. So what is user's information? Information is first name, last name, mail ID. From this, whatever if you are entering into this search, it will provide you the output according to it. So assume that if I'm giving mail and when I say search, so it will give the entire mail record from the database. So you can see here it is showing the entire mail data here. So now when I say back to dashboard is the button here. When I click on it, you can see here we are again came to our this main admin dashboard here. So this is how this search function and the dashboard buttons all work. So when I click here, I will redirect to my home page. Actual that intro home page I will get redirected, and from here also I can add the students. Okay, so I can add the students from main admin dashboards also. So assume that as a kind of teacher, suppose teacher wants the entire data from the table. So if teacher wants to download the data, how she can download it? So I have given an option here button that is export to Excel format. So when teacher click on it, this is a kind of download button. What it will do, it will download the entire table data into a Excel format. So let's show you that also. You can see here it is downloading here. So it is opening. So yes. So it will display you the entire data. So you can see here it is showing you the entire data which is presenting in our database. So total 17 records have been present there. So and that 17 records data, entire data have been displayed into our Excel sheet. So you can see here. Okay. So this is how the Excel button works, and you can go to the edit, and here also you have a back to dashboard. When you click on it, you will come to your dashboard admin page, and when you click on the view function, you can simply see the data. You cannot do any kind of manipulation with the data here. And whenever you're clicking, you can see here, you can see the user name also. Suppose I am going here and suppose I'm going into kind of this Roshan's data. Suppose I'm viewing here in the above heading also you can see his name. So this is how this view page looks. So let's go to our home page from here. So you can see here we have again redirected to our home page. So this was the small demo of our website which we have created known as a student management system. So let's see what all I have used for creating this website. So for creating this, so let's divide into three sections. First, let's take our front end section. In the front end, I have used here the HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap and JavaScript. These four languages I have used for designing these HTML pages and for validating our forms in the students data. If you want to validate whatever validation we are doing here, when I try to log in here, so you can see whatever validate it are doing here, that is all is JavaScript. So whatever validation it is applying here, this input full is becoming red and all. So these all are JavaScript which I used here. Okay, so these all are JavaScript for validation. I've used JavaScript for designing this, for decorating our websites, making more colorful. So for that, I've used this CSS and Bootstrap. And by HTML, I've created these pages, different four pages. And in this backend or in the server side, you can say I use the Python, and inside Python, I've used different kind of modules which can do different tasks inside it. And for storing our students' data, whatever we are entering here in the register page, so that all data will be get save into the database. For that, I've used the SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server. So these are the languages which I use for creating this fully functional working websites. So guys, I hope you will liked it. So thank you for watching.